Good morning on this Thursday, November 7th. Welcome to Breakfast with Bridgett, streaming live on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. We have a lot to get to this morning, including some details and a live interview about this year's show at the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts, Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker. It is a local tradition here, and so many young dance groups will showcase their talent with a very familiar theme with a twist. And there's always different twists every year, and it is just such a fun show. So we'll hear more about that in a few minutes. But first, we're going to get you ready to head out. Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos is here. We are still talking about what's happening with Rafael. It is not affecting us directly, but we are watching it. And we've still got this sort of tropical pattern we're dealing with when we head out today.
Yeah, the National Hurricane Center is watching two areas. We got Rafael in the Gulf and another area just kind of north of the Leeward Islands. And of course, Florida is like right smack in the middle between the two. So Rafael is pulling away, taking some of that moisture and those tropical downpours that we were dealing with since about 24 hours ago. But at the same time, we're going to be watching that kind of tropical low. It's really not expected to kind of become anything significant before it moves towards the west, closer to us here in Central Florida. But it could start to uptick our rain chances just a little bit, though, as we head into like late Sunday and into Monday. So a little mix of both, right? We can't just turn off the hurricane season chat just yet. All right, let's take it to the map, show you what's going on across Central Florida. This is our clouds and rain forecast. I do want to show you how at the end of the day, rain chances aren't as widespread as they were yesterday. So yesterday we were up to about a 50 to 60%. Today we're trending them down to about like 20%. And then on Friday, kind of same story, less than about a 20% chance of rain. So a few speckles, still a breezy day, especially along our coastline. Will be expected kind of for one more day. And then we'll start to taper off and kind of improve conditions along the beaches. It's been a rough go for about 2 weeks or so along our coast. So your afternoon forecast looks like this. 85 will be your high today. Rain chances will be still low at only about 20%, but temperatures, when you factor in all that humidity. So we might not have the tropical moisture in place, but the humidity from there is still present, which is why highs in the mid 80s will be feeling more like the mid to upper 90s potentially across our inland locations. So at times it could be feeling more like 98 in areas like the Villages. So this is the culprit for all that muggy air that you'll feel it the moment you walk out the door. But you don't even have to walk out the door, Bridgett. You can just see all the condensation on your windows, and you'll notice how humid it is outside. Latest advisory just came down about 30 minutes ago. It's a 7 a.m. update. Still holding it with sustained winds of 105 miles per hour. Now, the pressure's starting to go back up just a little bit. So as we kind of widen out the view here, showing you what we're talking about here, it looks like it will start to weaken a bit as we head throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend. But then the forecast cone kind of widens out to almost a circle. It has no idea at that point where it will go. Some models take it further north towards Houston, Louisiana. Some take it more towards the coast of Mexico. Some take it down into the Bay of Campeche. No matter what, this is not a concern for us here in Central Florida, but it is something, of course, we'll be monitoring and tracking over the next few days. Another area we will be tracking, Bridgett, is out again over the Leeward Islands. Kind of a broad tropical low. At this point, it has about a 20% chance of development in the next 2, about a 30% within the next 7. So I do want to show you here, we're going to be kind of swapping one out for the other with a little bit of a break in between. So there's Rafael there, kind of spinning in the Gulf of Mexico. Look what's in place, though. Kind of some drier air as we head into Friday and into Saturday. And then here comes late Sunday, early Monday, where we will start to see more moisture. Now, this doesn't mean this is all rain. This is just mid-level moisture. So that's what makes it feel a little muggier, or more moisture available will increase our chance for rain, which is why as we look here at your next 7 days, you can see we'll have about a 20% today. We got that moisture in place. That dry air settles in for Friday and Saturday. Then come late Sunday into Monday, we'll start to tick those rain chances up just a little bit at about 30%. But across the board, it's still going to be a warmer than average stretch. We'll be into those mid 80s. Then come Wednesday, we're going to be watching the approach of another cold front. This one has had some consistency on maybe actually clearing Central Florida. And listen, even at the end of the day, Bridgett, if it doesn't even bring us any cool air and it just dries out our atmosphere, brings our winds in more out of the north, it's going to exponentially feel cooler, even though technically temperatures will only go down like a few degrees, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about that moisture content at this point of the year. Then as we get closer towards like December and January, we see those real swings in temperatures. But right now, if we can get a cold front coming in and kind of zaps out the humidity, it'll make it feel better, like how it was feeling for like the last 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
not this week. So
Okay. Well, that
something to
sounds
look
good.
forward to.
Yeah, we'll just push through to that nicer feeling
Tell me about
temperature
it.
there. Yeah. So
Right.
it's kind of just gross right now. So,
I see all my sweaters there
mm-hmm.
in my closet just looking at me going, when is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
And I just say, not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
we thought, but no. Okay.
Well, there's always a little psych out that Mother Nature.
Yes.
And it actually worked out because it made trick-or-treating comfortable, which was,
Yeah.
at least we got that, right?
We did. We did. We did.
And
So
Raphael isn't coming here. So again,
that is another plus.
glass half full, right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Candace.
You're welcome.
All right, well, let's check in with Trooper Steve. It's been a busy traffic morning, so we want to get right over to him and see how things are going. And I know you had some alternates and things you talked about this morning before we finished the morning show.
That's right. We're watching some major issues on State Road 429 at the moment. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, are you on the Wi-Fi or no?
Yes.
Maybe
No,
drop
I just switched it off.
Okay. All right, let's see if it's better
All
without
right,
the Wi-Fi.
I'm back. I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
there
for
we
it.
go. I don't know what's going on. I need to get this computer hooked up to have vMix on it. You can hear it. Cool.
Yes. Mhm.
429 southbound right now, over by the 29-mile marker. We are seeing some heavy delays because this crash. We were reporting on this crash for a good majority of the morning show. Again, southbound 429, just south of Maitland Boulevard out here. So you got to be real careful, please. The delays are pretty intense. You can see a lot of crews out there. This is what we call the activation of risk. It's an acronym for a mass response when it comes to cleanup. So this is what happens. They get crews out there because your normal tow should be able to handle. So we're backed up past Maitland Boulevard at this point. And look, if you're maybe in a quick rush, you don't want to be sitting in this stuff, I'd recommend maybe exit at Maitland, and then you can use Clarkona Road to detour yourself, head south past McCormick, and then you can hop back onto 429 from there. We were seeing some heavy delays, and we're still seeing them in Lee for north and southbound on 27th. So there's a crash at 13th Street that is causing some issues through that little transition area. Again, north of Oklahoma, south of Leesburg there, right at 13th Street. If you're on I-4 leaving the Champions Gate area, it's not horrible. 33 minutes Champions Gate. But the problem is you got to get to Champions Gate first. So we have delays out there before 27. But again, this is everyday kind of traffic. So just be careful out there. Cart, east and westbound on I-4. You're seeing those delays over in Lake Mary area. And no major crashes this morning other than that one, Bridgett. So as long as people are paying attention out there, they're going to be good to go. Today's stream, pretty cool. We're going to be welcoming in Captain Major Ken Chapman into the truck, but he's going to be here early because he's bringing the world's largest red kettle here to News 6. So that's going to be awesome. And that's going to be, he'll be out there at 9. So come out and say hi.
I will. And you know what? I might see if Sal will be there too. I've never seen this big red kettle, but should be a fun time.
Well, we've all met Sal.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Trooper Steve. See you soon. All right, we want to get to a few of the top stories. Of course, you know, this is a second day after the election, and Vice President Kamala Harris officially conceded the race for the White House yesterday. And now President-elect Trump expanding his numbers in the Electoral College yesterday with victories in Michigan and Alaska. News 6's Mark Lehman has the breakdown on the latest overnight and plans for the transition of power in the works.
I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it.
Vice President Kamala Harris officially conceding Wednesday afternoon and saying she would help with a peaceful transition of power to President-elect Donald Trump.
While I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
The speech came after Harris spoke with Trump on the phone congratulating the former president for his resounding Election Day victory.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
That mandate includes campaign promises to impose tariffs on all U.S. imports, eliminate federal taxes on tips and Social Security, enlist the military to carry out mass deportations, and to replace Obamacare.
I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept.
The president-elect mounting one of the biggest political comebacks in U.S. history, something that was fueled by voters' negative views on the economy and dissatisfaction with the current state of the country.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite.
And of course, you can recap all the results both at the national and local levels on our website, clickorlando.com, in the results 2024 section. So just go check that out if you'd like to take a closer look at everything. Meantime, News 6 investigator Louis Volden has an interesting story about an exploding oven. A local family was hurt in this, and we're trying to figure out just what happened and if more people are at risk.
There's glass inside of this thing. There is glass all in here.
John Peter Trask is down an oven and possibly a grand. He says his mom was heating up garlic bread when the oven door exploded.
And I heard this sound of something smashing or breaking.
The glass shattered, some of the shards cutting his mom's leg.
She was standing there, not right in front of it. So if that side angle is enough to do that, what if anyone was standing right in front of this when that happened? That could have been a devastating injury.
Trask and his wife brought their Frigidaire oven in 2020. He says after the glass broke, the company offered to replace the door, but he turned down the offer.
The previous pane of glass blew out. Why do I want another accident waiting to happen in my house?
Did the company give any indication that they had heard of this happening before?
No.
We found out this has happened before, and not just to Frigidaire ovens. In a statement to News 6, the Consumer Product Safety Commission says since 2018, there have been more than 900 incidents of glass oven doors shattering or exploding. We reached out to Electrolux, the company that manufactured Trask's oven. In an email, a spokesperson says in part, quote, "The main glass failures are either imperfections in the glass or damage caused during use. Electrolux says all of its products comply with household cooking standards." We posted the entire statement along with what Electrolux says you can do to protect the glass from weakening on clickorlando.com. Getting results, I'm Louis Bolden, News 6.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more about this year's Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker Show. All right, welcome back. We're so excited to bring you details today about Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker. It is a long-time holiday tradition here in Central Florida, featuring so many local dancers, musicians, and it is a big showcase of our local art scene. And this morning we have with us executive producer of Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker, Miss Beverly Page. Good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning.
So this is another big year, and this is your baby. For those who aren't familiar with the show, the storyline, give a little background on the history and how you were able to put this together many years ago.
Absolutely. Well, in 2012, I received the U.S. Patent and Trademark on my story, Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker. And since that time, we have gathered the local community youth. We audition every year, and we bring them to locations within our Orlando and Central Florida communities. And along with a very talented crew of choreographers and my artistic director, Ms. Takia Legrand. She's the director of the Avalon Dance Academy. We bring everyone together from August until November every week, and we're actually teaching our youth and some adults the choreography for the show. It's like a puzzle. And now during the month of November, we're running the entire show with all scenes coming together. So it's just an amazing collaboration, not only just with our youth in the community, but we also Clare takes us on a journey around the world. So we are engaging our Central Florida communities, local cultural groups, this year we're excited that within our own cast that we have members from Haiti. So we have come together. We will definitely be bringing the country of Haiti to the stage. I'm excited to bring Puerto Rico to the stage this year with Escuela de Bomba, and we will definitely um, have the Mime Boys returning, and I'm excited that our featured guest artists are also from the Juilliard School of New York, the Mouse King and the Chocolate Nutcracker Prince. And we have a very special guest. She's our soloist for the show, which is something new this year.
Okay.
And her name is Mzuri, and she's on the line with us. Maybe she could say a few words about what she's been doing in the community.
Sure.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Can you
Yes.
hear her?
Yes. Okay. Good morning. My name is Mzuri Moyo Mbaye. Thank you, Beverly. I'm an actress and singer, and of course, I have out a Christmas CD. I'll Be Home for Christmas, which I will be singing from that. And I also have an album called The Fannie Lou Hamer Project, which is a one-woman play that focuses on civic duty and engagement and a Get Out to Vote initiative. So I just got back this morning, about 1 this morning, from Fort Worth, Texas, where I did perform the play at I Am Terrell Performing Arts Center 2 days before the election. And Miss Opal Lee, grandmother of Juneteenth, brought me there.
That's wonderful. We're looking forward to meeting you on November 30th. And what can we expect from your performance at Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker?
I'm going to sing from the album, and I'm excited because I see all these wonderful young dancers, and I am a guest vocalist and singing from the Christmas CD, and I want to thank Beverly for that.
Yes. I saw an opportunity to bring music into the show, especially during the parlor scene. We all
Mm-hmm.
know that's the time when the family gathers. And Mzuri will be that guest artist singing through that moment. So it's going to be an exciting time. I want to encourage the community to come out and support these youth. It's 125 that will perform. And this year, I'm excited to have the Sugar Plum returning this year. Also is Claire, and also Sanai. She will be turning as the Snow Queen. So we're just looking forward to a great time. This year, we will go into the rainforest of the Amazon, and our cultural group from Brazil will be presenting that with a lot of flair
Mm-hmm.
and original designs. So we get to also learn about these different cultures as well.
It is such a delight. It really is. I remember, is it the lions or the dragons that come out and do their performance, or is it both?
That it's both. Well, it's the dragons,
The
and they
dragons, yeah.
come from Asia. And this year, Clarissa, who's also Asian American, opens the Asian group. But this year, she is performing as the Sugar Plum, and she will take the trio to her country, Asia.
Oh, beautiful. She's so talented. You also have a violinist, a gospel artist, Jones High School musicians and alumni also on the program.
Yes, that will be our orchestra from the Jones High School Alumni Band. It's a community jazz group, and they do such an amazing job to just really bring all this together. So,
What
I
about
just want to encourage.
flamenco? Is flamenco back this year?
No, we are going to Puerto Rico this year.
Okay, that's right. You did mention that. It's always different, and so
Yeah.
that's what makes it unique. I think the first show I saw was about 10 years ago. So, what year is this, Miss Page, for the Chocolate Nutcracker?
This will be 12. Well, this will be
Oh,
10 years.
okay.
Um, 10 years under the trademark.
I think okay.
Hmm.
Oh, under the trademark. Okay, I think yeah.
Under
I
the
think I saw
trademark.
it. The first time I saw it was the year that Savion Glover was the guest, the special guest, and came out. And
And
it
that
was
was in
just
2014. That was
yeah.
amazing time.
It was. It was.
Hmm.
Well, this is wonderful. I feel like it's full circle. As a mom, I brought my daughter 3 years ago, and it was like a mommy daughter date, and she just lit up when she saw this, and she said, I want to do that. When she saw all these little kids out there dancing, she said, I want to try that. And so we came out to the tryouts, and so she couldn't wait to do that last year. And so then again, we went to the tryouts again this year. And so she's so excited, and she's been on me. She's been on me about doing extra practices. So we're excited. And so it's just one night only, though. This is Saturday after Thanksgiving at DPAC. So people in town for the weekend, this would be a nice treat. You know, most people like to get their family out, maybe go to the movies, go catch some of these sales after Thanksgiving. This is another nice family event that you can do together. Come out and support the local youth.
Also, while we're inside, there's the Fusion Festival on the outside.
Oh, that's right. So this will be a family weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, to be down at the DPAC. Yeah. And so tickets are still available. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, you can get tickets from the Dr. Phillips Center.org, and they are available. Tickets range from $39 to $80, which is very reasonable in the Walt Disney Theater. So
that's the largest theater in there.
Absolutely.
And so this is wonderful. We want to find out more information too on the website, or share that. Where do we go, Ms. Page?
You want to go to Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker.com. You can also see the link that will also take you to tickets. And you can also learn more about the cast.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking a few moments this morning to share all the details coming up on November 30th with Clare and the Chocolate Nutcracker.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye. All right. So speaking of shows, another holiday tradition might be the Trans-Siberian Orchestra for you. It is so fun. The sounds are iconic. You know, it is a sound of the season, but they are coming back. And my co-anchor and insider guide, Crystal Moyer, has all the details on how you can win some tickets to go see the show.
Can you feel it? Yeah, Christmas season is finally here, and for some families, that includes the tradition of rocking out at a holiday-inspired concert. I'm News 6 anchor and insider guide Crystal Moyer, and if you didn't know, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra will be making a stop here to Central Florida. Fire, guitars, and hair flips. Looks like a heavy metal concert, right? But listen closely. The music, familiar holiday sounds. It's all part of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, a rock opera group known for its Christmas tours.
The gentleman who created this whole thing, Mr. Paul O'Neill, had a real special knack for combining traditional themes, classical music, and good old-fashioned American rock and roll.
This year's theme, The Lost Christmas Eve. Vocalist Kayla Reeves says each performance telling a story.
There's always an empty seat at the table around Christmas time. There's always a sense of missing someone. And then, you know, creating through Paul's story, it always has a happy ending.
Writer and musical director Al Petrelli has been with TSO from the very beginning.
Our first show we had done in 1999, we had one box truck, one bus, and one fog machine. You know, so over 25 years of touring, when I counted last year, I think we had 21 tractor trailers, 12 buses, and a lot of fog machines. So it's kind of grown up over the years, and we want to give everybody a bigger show than last year.
Each show unique, bringing back repeat offenders. That's what TSO refers to fans who return year after year. Why do you think the Trans-Siberian Orchestra resonates with so many people, young and wiser?
The story, the poetry, the lyrics, the characters, everything about it is accessible because everybody in the audience can relate to those stories or those characters. But nothing about a TSO show is ordinary, to say the least.
For example, last year, one of the vocalists sang a Mozart opera in a 10-foot snow globe. TSO also gives back with $1 from each ticket sold going towards community projects. This year will mark the 20 millionth ticket sold and $20 million donated since its inception. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra will be rocking out at the Kia Center on Saturday, December 14th. I posted more information on clickorlando.com/insider, but while you're there, you can enter to win a pair of tickets to the show or a VIP family 4-pack of tickets. You can enter daily for more chances to win now through November 24th. Remember, you have to be a News 6 insider to enter, and it's free to be a part of the club. In the studio, Crystal Moyer, Getting Results, News 6.
True story. I went to the show when it was the Amway Center, splurged. I bought the more front row seats. Paul O'Neill threw his jacket into the crowd and some guitar picks. and I caught them. It was amazing. So rest in peace to him, but that music will live on forever, right? So check that out on the Insider page. While we're talking about holidays, get in on this chance to support Boys and Girls Club families of Central Florida, because we have the turkey drive going on again with the Black Men Sundays podcast. You can scan this QR code, and the goal is to support 50 families and help them have Thanksgiving this year. So check that out. You can also email Corey for more information at Corey@blackmensundays.com. But we know it'll be another successful year, the second year for the 2024 Thanksgiving turkey drive. So hope you can support that as well. That's going to do it for us this morning. I'll see you again at noon for more news and weather. Hope you have a great day.